Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a flip through of my finished grunge journal. Really happy how this turned out. It's two signatures with a ephemera pack in the middle, and the paper I used was from Kezia Craft. When you touch it, it's almost like vinyl. I crocheted around the edge here of the two, around the whole thing. You can see that on Instagram, what I did there. It's got they're sewn in by the pamphlet stitch, the two signatures. It's got a little clip-on earring, little dangle here with a dragonfly and a little bit of this fun little trim on the top. It's got on the front, it's got a flower that I got out of the main book that I was working with this video to cut things out of. Where is it? This one here. Ornamental Shrubs. I used a lot of pages out of this book for this make. And that was one of the flowers out of there. And I've put crystal effects on the front just to make it nice and shiny. A little cicada. There's cardboard there, off a cardboard box. Some of this muslin. A little bit of fabric there. Some book page. And then I've grunged around the edge of it too with a water-soluble pencil. Okay, so this measures 6 inches or 15 centimetres by 8.5 inches, 22 centimetres. It is 2 inches or 5 centimetres thick at the spine, and currently sits open like that at about 6 inches, but there's heaps of room in here to expand. And then I've made a closure from a vintage buckle that I found at the op shop, and some lace and fabric too that I found from the op shop. Love all that. And I've just sewn it together with a black thread just to tie in all that grungy sort of look. So I'll just lay that back down there. And let's get started and have a look through. Not sure how many pages this has got, but I will put that all in the description for because this will be available in my Etsy store, so that will all be in the description there. So we'll open this up. In the front we've got a pocket made from my digital doilies and a little book made from coffee dyed paper, and some of that page from the front of the book. And this is a little envelope that I made from my digital doilies. You can see all them in the description below, the links to that. There's a little book I made, just with little bits of paper in it. And there's a nice little vintage butterfly. That was from a really old book actually. Most of the butterflies and things in here was from an old science book. So there's a little extra pocket too down there. And now all the way through here is a little ant. And it won't be on every page, but yeah. So this is an envelope here with a journal card on it with bugs. I've entitled this Make Bugs and Butterflies Grungy Bugs and Butterflies. So, and I've just put a little collage of different things on here, and there's the side tuck there has little things in bits of paper in it. Some nice vintage lace here on the side. Another journal card. Now this was made out of the recipe cards that I found at the op shop. Just coffee dyed them and put some book page on that from that Ornamental Shrub book that I just showed you. This is one of my homemade stickers, and little butterfly and homemade the stamps that I stamped myself for my stash. These are the book from, there's the little ant on the book page. This was from a book that I found, I think in the last haul. It was an address book, and I've sanded that back, sanded a lot of the shine back, and collaged the front and turned it into a journal card. And it's got a nice little lace side tuck there. So this is some of that book page from Ornamental Shrubs with my handmade stickers on it as a tab. Some coffee dyed ledger paper. This is the beautiful coffee dyed paper that I've, some of my digitals. I'll have a link to all my digitals down below. I've mainly got doilies. This was a vintage sheet and I scanned it and printed it onto the coffee dyed paper and it came out beautiful. So I'll try and get them in my shop soon too. This is one of my digital doilies. I just found so many doilies at the op shop and I wanted to share them. They're at a good price. So pop over and have a look. Here's a little bug from my vintage book. All the pictures from here have come from, you know, vintage books or secondhand books. This was a stamp and I've stamped that, coloured it and put some of the crystal effects on. It come out beautiful. It's from the same pack as this little cicada here. And yeah, just laid it up onto some coffee dyed paper and a little tag there. That's some of my stamps. And that's one of my playing cards that I've found at the op shop. Just some collagey stuff. This is really a really old lace, that is. So we've got another book page, some stamping, and this is one of my digital doilies made into a pocket. So you can do a lot with them. You don't just have to cut them out, you know, and use them as another doily. You can use them as pages, pockets, journal cards, whatever. So I've made another little journal card there with that recipe thing and put a little bug on it. And there's just an altered playing card that I made. I'll be there. That's a from a really old book, that bug picture there. So this, yeah, like I've said in the past, there's the end. Like I've said in the past, this grungy paper, if you want to see how to make that, pop over to Second Chance Creation. She shows you how to get this grunge look on your paper, which I've used vintage photo, black and a blue colour. And the blue seems to, like I've said in other videos, the blue just makes it pop. So there's an envelope with a little collage on the front. That's my homemade sticker with some of my stamps, and that's some of my stamps as well. Another book page, and this one's got an envelope in it that you can put things. And I've just collaged on the front of that. This is a belly band. It's got a piece of my Franken paper in it, and then I've put one of the images from this book on the front here, and just with my water soluble pencil I've just grunged around the edge of that. So that's a journal card, and I've just put that in with a paper clip because it kept wanting to slip down. So all the paper clips in here have got little bits of lace tied onto them, and all the book pages that are short like this have a little ruffle of black lace on them. Alright, on this side you've got just a little paper bag pocket with a collage in there. Use some of the paper from the envelope just to collage on there as well. And I love using my line stamp. I've showed you heaps of times, I think, just for journaling. Just putting, you know, using those spaces, those blank spaces up to put journaling lines. That's one of my digital doilies, and that's using it as a page. You can write on here, put a picture on there, write around it, whatever you want to do. Some ledger paper, and this one's got a this is a digital of my my fabric sheets, and I've just printed that out on both sides and turned it into a little envelope, and that goes over the page like that. Put a little stamp on it and some faux water, you know, the marks, stamp postage marks. Here's a paper bag pocket, here. I don't have anything in that. There's the other side of that beautiful sheet, or another piece of it. Here's a doily pocket here. The lovely, what's her name? Oh gosh, Tanya. She gave me these. So that's, I've put that in there. And there's another journal card in there. This is some of my paper that I've used to coffee stain with the plastic doilies on the back. So that's quite pretty. And then we've got another doily pocket here using the doily printouts, and I've backed it onto that that paper from the front of the book. Now this is a doily printout, and I've just stuck some coffee dyed paper on the back to use that then as a journal card. Beautiful old vintage bugs here from a book. And that's some more fabric that I printed out. That come out pretty too. This middle of the first signature is a printable doily from one of my packs. And I've just got a piece of lace tied to that to just tie in all the paper clips. Tie it all in together. There's the other side of that pocket with the doily on it. There's a dung beetle down here, and I found this beautiful picture of the beetle on some of the paper from KZ Craft, so that went on there. There's another journal card made from the shrub book, and I've backed it onto those pack of pink cards that I got from the op shop that you would have seen in a previous video. Just made some tabs here with some of my tea dyed paper, and got a little bug picture on there. See, it's beautiful, isn't it? This grungy colouring. I love this, how this book turned out. Got some ants coming out of the pocket here. There's a little pocket of a doily. That was another one from Tanya. And here's the other side of that pocket, that envelope pocket. I've just sewn. I've done a little bit of sewing in this. I actually, in the past, what I've done with books is put them all together and then decorate them. But I've seen that people do it the other way around. They decorate them, then they sew it in. So that's what I did this time, and I was able to do a lot more sewing on things, which is probably the best idea. Beautiful picture of a butterfly here. That's a digital print. So, and that was digital. This isn't. I have it as a digital now, but this was one of those, that gold plastic tablecloth, and that was coffee dyed. It came out beautiful. So I've just grunged the edge of that to match it all in. Another book page here with some of that beautiful vintage lace on the edge. A paper bag. It's got a little book in there that I made with some of the coffee dyed paper. Coffee dyed paper, book page. Here's another pocket here that I've made with and turned some of this book page into a nice big journal card. Beautiful little butterfly on there, some of my stamping. And this is a digital doily. You can take that off the paper clip here and just write on it and put it back on there if you want. Alright, another pocket here. I love this pocket, how it turned out. It's just really pretty. The doily on the side, and I've just collaged it with bugs and butterflies and made a little bookmark type or a tag type thing with some of the book page. So we've got book page, some coffee dyed grunged up paper, the other side of that butterfly doily. This is a beautiful rose on that side, and this digital sheet that came out, so pretty. I've got the ledger paper that I coffee dyed, some book page with lace on it. Here's a side tuck with one of my digital doilies and a vintage butterfly, and it's just got a part of that, the other part of that, like you can see there. I just put on the back and made this into a journal card, and this is the same paper as the front the big piece I got from KZ Craft, it was huge, so I had to sort of cut it up, and yeah, and I've used it for lots of different things in here. So that's really crumpled up coffee dyed paper, book page, and we've got beautiful PVC doily coffee print there. It's absolutely beautiful, and that's the end of the first signature. Then in the middle, because I had quite a bit of space in here, so I made a little ephemera pack that goes in here, and it just sits in. It's tied up with some pretty thread, and this little thing here is my homemade label stamp that I've carved out. Really easy to do, and I've just done in writing ephemera on the front and put some little bugs and moths and things like that. And inside, when you open it up, it's like this. This is a digital of a piece of lace that I found at the op shop. Absolutely stunning. Now inside you get as another little writing pad. There's a little thing of lace. There is, let's try and get it all out. There's some more moths and butterflies here. Oh, there's a big one. That's beautiful, isn't it? There is a little pack of just little bits and pieces of, you know, old ephemera that's not old, but it's looks like it's old. Another little pad that I made. Some other little bits and pieces there. There's some little bookmarks, different bookmarks here. So you get quite a bit in this little ephemera pack. I'm just trying to think how to put that back because I want to see it through the window. So let's put it backwards. So that's in one pocket. In the other pocket there is lots in there too. Lots of little bits and pieces you can stick on there throughout the book. There's a little label, there's words, and in here there's all my handmade tickets, and there's some more pictures of butterflies and things that I've put together in there as well, and that's in a little tracing paper bag that I made. So there's lots of little bits and pieces in here that you can keep adding to this journal. There's plenty of space, plenty of writing space. I like using putting in plenty of writing space. And yeah, so, and in this third pocket there's a pile of these little labels that you can put throughout the journal. What else is in here? There's more words. There's little bits of ephemera there, the vellum ephemera. There's some stickers. They've got butterflies on it, and there's a whole little pack of bugs that I've cut out. The Tim Holtz bugs that I've stamped and cut out. So you get all that too. And pack them all back in nicely. So that's what you get in the ephemera pack. I've done it up quite nice. Every side's got something stuck on it like that, and it just gets tied up with this nice bit of fibre. Now this grunge journal has been on the go for a long time, but it morphed into something a bit different to what I was originally planning. Okay, second signature's got another one of these envelopes with a bug journal card in it. And it's open on this side as well. It's got a playing card in there. Like that. There's one of those labels with a little, I think it's holding something on the other side, yeah. So we've got a journal card here from that Ornamental Shrubs book, and that's just held in by that because it kept wanting to slip around. I'll just put that out for a second. Okay, we've got some of that printed sheet, vintage sheet paper, doily paper, beautiful coffee dyed paper here. That come out so pretty. And then book page, journal card that I've made from the Flower Ornamental Shrubs book with a butterfly and some collaging, some of my handmade stickers and stamping, and some pretty lace on the side. And this is a digital doily. It's got an old playing card in there that I found at the op shop. That was some of my stamping. And we've got, have you been able to catch up with the ants all the way through here? Beautiful, beautiful vintage lace on the edge of that. And this is one of those big bugs that was on that journal card stamp. Digital doily of mine. And the grungy paper book page. Here's another digital doily that I've just turned into a little journal card, and also the index paper from a recipe pack that I found at the op shop. And then just collaged the pocket down here with some of my stamping and a little bug, and yeah, sewn on that pocket. So we've got the digital sheet, or that was fabric, it wasn't a sheet. There was that eyelet fabric, which was so pretty. Here's the other side of that pocket envelope. Was one side, sorry, of the envelope pocket. And I've decorated one side, but I've left the other side. So whoever gets this, you know, they can decorate one side to how they like as well. So it's not completely all decorated. Beautiful lace here that I've sewn on. Now this one here is a little funny shaped pocket because I wanted to showcase the doily on here, the shape of the doily. I've just folded it in so it comes to a point and then glued it there. So I've got just a index card, the pink one that I found, the pink pack. Here's just a little tag and a leaf that goes in that pocket. Love this vintage picture of the bug here. Yeah, beautiful book that came out. It was an old science book. Some of my stamping, and that's the original paper from KZ Craft. So we've got some ledger paper that's been coffee dyed, another digital doily in here, some of that printed sheet. And included in this, I've got two very, very old postcards, original, you know, postcards from years ago. There's no date on this one, but I'm pretty sure the other one does. This one says, "To Ray from Thelma. Sweet flowers tell of my love." And it's just beautiful. It's all embossed. This is one of those menu cards or cooking cards, and I've just added some, you know, just some collagey bug things on there. All right, we've got more book page with lace on the edge and another stamp, and here's one side of a paper bag pocket just with a stamp on it. Another tab here with my coffee dyed paper and digital doily. You know, you could write that way on here or whatever. It's just beautiful. I love it. And I've just grunged it up to make it match in with the rest of the journal. Here's the middle of the second signature. It's just got some lace on the string, and there's a butterfly in the middle of this one. I've grunged up the edges and put some lines on that as well. The other side of the doily paper. And this one is another big envelope that I've made, and that's from a vintage sheet as well. Absolutely beautiful. This one's a nice big envelope. There's nothing in that at the moment. And so I've just put that over the page and put it on with a paper clip. Oops. With some lace on the edge. That's the other side of that paper bag. The ant's going in the bag in that one. Alright, the paper from this Ornamental Shrub book. Here's the other postcard. This postcard is from 1912, and it's that stamp's American. It's a 1-cent stamp. Dear Sis, best wishes and many birthdays. For many birthdays. Your loving sister. Is it Layla? Something like that. Yeah. So it's just beautiful. And it's embossed too. So that's in that little pocket. More grunge. We've got some of that beautiful sheet printout on the other side of a doily. Some ledger paper. And this is the other side of that strange shaped pocket. Or it's sort of like a belly band really. And I've just made a long tag sort of / bookmark from the book page there and tucked it in. Love this big moth on here. Okay, more book page, and this one's got an old envelope attached to that. What's in here? Is there anything in here? No. And it's got that vintage lace on here. This is absolutely stunning, this vintage lace. So I'll just put a little collage on the front of that. And we've got the other side of this pocket, this envelope as a pocket. And this vintage fabric. So happy how that turned out. This is some of my Franken paper, and I've made it into a big journal card. And it's just got, yeah, all those bits and pieces that were put together. And then I've just put a little ladybug on there, and yeah, just collaged the front of it, and that's in a little side tuck of lace. Beautiful lace that is. Some more, and some of this crunched up coffee paper I made, when I uncrunched it, got little tears in it, so I've put sticky tape on and then just grunged over that, you know, to give it that old look. Book page, coffee dyed paper on the other side of that beautiful doily, and another piece of book page with that old lace on it. Here's the other side of that doily pocket. He's got another journal card that I've made and collaged on the front of it. This here came out of an old book. It was 19th July 1977. I think it was out of this book, like a library type stamp. Or it could have been off something else. I'm not sure. It was out of an old book anyway. And that was a stamp that I did, and yeah, that picture there came out of this Ornamental Shrub book. Great book, that. I've enjoyed cutting that up. So this little pocket with just some collage down the side. Book page, coffee dyed ledger paper. And there's a digital doily. I love using the plain ones, you know, because you can write on there and whatever. And the other side of that beautiful sheet printout. Another little pocket here, just with some collaging and one of my homemade stickers. And that's it. I've put a little, this is one of my stamps that says checked, and I've put my initials and the year that I've made this, and the ant walking out of the journal. So that's it. Really enjoyed making this. I know I didn't do much of it on camera, but you know what, I tend to do my best work off camera, as a lot of you would understand, and I tend to be more relaxed too. It's more relaxing when I make off camera, so I just plugged along at it like that, and I'll try to put some stuff on camera soon. Alright, so that's my junk journal, my grunge junk journal. That's Bugs and Butterflies. It will be available in my Etsy store, hopefully when I put this video up, so check the links below. And thanks for watching. Thank you to my new subscribers. There's a few new subscribers and they're from Australia. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy my content and it'll be great to get to know yous. And yeah, thanks for watching. Share, like, all that sort of stuff, and I will catch you again soon. Bye.